of my heart is my wonderful fiance. I'm getting married in 12 days from today, and I have never been more sure in my life about someone. Thank you, AJ, for always believing in me and for helping push me to be a better person and to get through this. Lastly, I want to thank my brothers for being the best siblings that I could ask for. Aiden, you have been my best friend through my entire life, and I am thankful that you are here today to support me. I am grateful to have a brother like you and an amazing family and a support system that is unbelievable. Thank you so much. This means more to me than you would know, and I am so happy to be here today.
Hello, this is Audrey Goris, and I would like to thank my fiance Brian and my parents, Bob and Donna, for the continuous love, enthusiasm, and support throughout this long journey. I love you guys. Here's to the next adventure.
I'd just like to thank my mom and Eric for all their help. I couldn't have done this without you. I love you guys.
Hi, I'm Robert Tabor, and I'm graduating with a degree in elementary education. I am so pumped to be part of the graduating class of 2019. I'd like to thank my family, I'd like to thank God, and thank all of the teachers and staff at PNW that have made this possible. Thank you all so much. Go Purdue.
Good afternoon. My name is Priscilla Manriquez. I would like to thank my mother, my husband, and my 2 daughters for being such a huge support through my experiences in college. You have been my inspiration each and every day. I couldn't have made it without you. Thanks.
My name is Dawn Schilling. At 46 years old, I'm graduating today with a BA in Behavioral Sciences. It has taken me many years to accomplish this goal, all while working full-time, being a full-time mom of 2 amazing young men, and marrying the love of my life. In many ways, my story is just now beginning. I have many people who have helped me along the way, and I love them all. I have many goals that I still wish to achieve, and I'm looking forward to my continued journey. Enjoy the ride, and always remember to hammer down and boil her up.
Hi guys, this is Allison Ormsby, and I just wanted to thank my mom and dad for all the love and support and inspiration they have given me. I would not be here today without you guys. Thank you for helping me achieve my dream of graduating from Purdue University Northwest. Love you.
Hi Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa. Thank you so much for helping me get to this point today. I really didn't even think that I would be able to make it here. I just think that I'd be working in random jobs my whole life, and finally I am here and I'm able to graduate because of all your help and support. And Brett, thank you so much for all of your love and support and everything throughout the years and putting up with me and all of the craziness with school and work. Thank you so much for everything that you've done to help get me here as well. I love you guys.
Hi, this is Lauren Miles. I would like to thank my family and friends who have supported me over the past 5 years in my pursuit of completing my bachelor's degree in early childhood education. I wouldn't have made it without your support. I love you guys.
Hi, this is Kara Trent. I just wanted to say thank you to my parents, Donnie and Tracy Trent. I love you guys, and I could not have done any of this without you.
This is Caitlin Dvorak. I want to say thank you to my parents, Eric and Terry, my brother and sister, Connor and Kelsey, and my fiance, Nolan. Thank you for always pushing me to do my best. I love you guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ariel Casper, and I am graduating from the College of Business with a bachelor's degree in business management and a minor in human resources. I would like to take this time to thank my parents, my siblings, my grandparents, everyone that has been around to help me get through college. I couldn't have done it with any of your guidance and support over these years. I love you, and I thank every single one of you that have helped me get to where I am today. And I appreciate all of those people, teachers, staff, and everyone. Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Flores, and I just want to thank my parents and my family for all their love and support over these last few years. I did it.
Hi, my name is Tara Schnadenberg. I just want to thank my parents for all their love and support throughout my 4 years at college. You're my inspiration, and I couldn't have made it without you.
Hello, family. I am truly happy. As you see, I worked really hard for this day. I just want to thank you for your prayers, inspiration, support, love, and most of all, thank you for believing in me. Goodbye to this ending, and hello to a new beginning.
I would like to thank my family and friends for being such a huge support throughout my college experiences. You have been such an inspiration each and every day. I couldn't have made it without you. I would like to thank my family and friends for believing in me throughout this college journey. I couldn't have made it without your love and support.
Good afternoon. My name is Glenn Wells. I would like to thank my family for all of their support in earning my bachelor's degree in accounting, with a special thank you to my loving wife, Stacy, who has supported me the whole way. I could not have done this without you.
I would like to thank my parents, Jamie and Sharon, for being such a huge support through my experience in college. You have been my inspiration each and every day. I couldn't have made it without you.
I am truly blessed. Lord, I just thank you. I like to thank my family for their emotional support, for encouraging me when I needed it the most. I am truly blessed to have such a loving, wonderful family. Thank you.
Hey, Mom and Dad, it's McKinder. It's been a long time coming to get this degree, and I don't think I could have done it without you. So thank you so much for all the support you've given me. I love you guys so much. Thanks.
My name is Callie Frankus, and I would like to thank my parents for getting me through college.
My name is Morgan Goldman. I am graduating from the College of Business with a bachelor's in management. I would like to take a moment to thank my friends and to thank my parents, Gail and Ricky, for supporting me throughout this journey. I would also like to thank my fiance, Alan, for all of the emotional support through my college experiences. Thank you for helping and encouraging me to achieve my dreams.
Hi, my name is Sam Janowitz. I'm graduating with a biology degree and I'm minoring in chemistry. I would like to thank my very supportive family, friends, lab partners, coworkers, and bosses in admissions, and my best friend and boyfriend, Sean, for helping me get to this point. Congratulations to everybody sharing this wonderful accomplishment with me tonight.
Thank you to all my family for walking with me and encouraging me on my college path. I wouldn't have made it without you. And now I'm here.
My name is Janelle Hamad. I'm graduating with a degree in communications with a minor in advertising and psychology. I would like to thank my family, my friends, and my professors for their love and support while I pursued my goal of becoming a graduate of Purdue University Northwest.
Good afternoon. My name is Heather Kajeka Fleming, and I want to thank my mom, my dad, my husband Scott, for helping me get through my college years. I'd also like to thank my family, my son, my daughter, who came here today to help me celebrate my graduation. I love you all very much.
Hey guys, this is Kayla. I just want to take a moment and thank the most important people in my life, which are my mother, fiance, father, grandfather, and little brother. You all were the greatest support system to ever have throughout my nursing school career. I am truly lucky to have you guys by my side throughout this crazy journey. I love you guys more than you could ever imagine.
Hey guys, it's Tristan. I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you that supported me throughout these 4 years. It's hard to believe this day is finally here. I could not have done it without you all. I love you guys more than you will ever know.
My name is Crystal, and I would like to thank my mom and dad and all my family. I did it, guys.
My name is Mark Parra, and I'm graduating with a master's in mechanical engineering, and I would like to thank my family for all the support they have given me through my journey. Amen.
Hey, this is Ike Nachi, graduating with a civil engineering degree, and also thank the School of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, for giving me the opportunity to get this degree. And I thank my parents, my brothers, and family members, the rest of the family members, for helping me out with this. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Toria Josie. I am graduating from the College of Business with a bachelor's in Human Resources Management. I would like to take this moment to thank my parents. I could not have done this without your guidance and support over these years. Thank you, and I love you.
Hi, my name is Daisy E. Harris. I would like to thank God for giving me the strength to make it this far, and my husband, Master Sergeant James L. Harris, my sister, brothers, son, family, and friends, and most of all, my son, Tyrese B. Harris. R.I.P. This is for you, my baby. Mommy love you and each and every one of my families and friends.
Good afternoon. My name is Janelle. I'm a master's graduate in communications. From my heart, I want to thank my family, mentors, and professors. This moment belongs to you. You've inspired me to help the world and better humanity. Please stay with me on this lifelong journey. I will always need you. I love you all very dearly. Love, Janelle.
My name is Arumba Tagwa. I'm graduating with master's degree in business administration. I would like to thank my lovely, my wife, Otto, and my boys, Tumen, Debbie, and the cutest, my daughter, Indra, for their love and support while I pursued my goal of becoming a graduate of Purdue University Northwest. I also thank my colleagues of the Chancellor's Office. Thank you all.
My name is Alexis Rogers. I am graduating with a bachelor's degree in psychology. I would like to thank my family, friends, professors, and classmates for their love and support while I pursued my goal of becoming a graduate of Purdue University Northwest.
Thank you to my family, my wonderful, loving mother, my beautiful niece, Regina and Janila. Thank you to my dad, Will, for all your love, support, and inspiration that you have given me through my journey and have allowed me to pursue my dreams. I appreciate and love you guys dearly.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Turner, and I am graduating with my master's in communication. I would like to take this moment to thank my parents, my grandmother, my sisters and brothers, my lovely daughters, Jada, Jordan, Jasa, and Jalen, who have supported me this entire time. I could not have done it without their guidance and support over the years. I love you guys so much, and thank you for being patient with this process. To the future, guys, I love you. Peace out.
This is David Dillon Jr. I wanted to thank my wife, Janice, my parents, David and Melanie Dillon, for encouraging me and putting up with me for the past 20 years. Thank you very much for getting me to the finish line, and to my classmates and to all other undergraduates, never give up. It took me 20 years, so keep pushing.
My name is Ricardo Sanchez. I'm graduating with a bachelor's degree in nursing. I would like to thank my family for their love and support in helping me achieve my goal, becoming a graduate of Purdue University Northwest.
I'd like to thank my family and my hubby for supporting me and getting me through to 2019. I also like to thank the class of 2019. Congratulations, we finally did it.
My name is Joshua Bertossi, and I would like to thank anyone who came out here tonight in support of me. I would like to especially extend my thanks to my mother, who has supported me in every way that I could possibly dream of, from helping me to get a vehicle to get to and from class, and in any homework that I would complain about, and she would help me with, even if she had no idea what I was talking about. So I hope for many great things in the future.
Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Solar. I am graduating with my bachelor degree in elementary education. I would like to take this moment to thank my parents, my siblings, and my boyfriend for everything that they have done for me. I couldn't have done it without your guidance and support over the years. I love you all.
Thank you to my wonderful family and friends for their constant support and belief in me and my dreams. Thank you to everyone who made these past 18 months such an incredible journey. I love you all.
Good evening. My name is Pete Tinsley. I would like to thank Professor Eisenstein, Professor Lerner, and most of all, Professor St. Jean for helping me throughout my college years.
I want to thank my lovely wife, Samantha Jean Erler, for putting up with me for these past 3 years and not getting to see me on most nights. I want to thank my family for being especially supportive. Mom, Dad, you put up with me and make me feel great about everything every day. And thank you, Mama Strimmel, for being the second mom I never knew I needed, but always really do. Thank you guys. I love you, and to all my professors and everybody who helped me along the way. You all know who you are. Couldn't have done this without you guys. You taught me so much. I'm ready for learning a lot more and doing a lot more.
Hi, my name is Estella Carvajal, and I'm graduating with a master's degree in accountancy. I want to thank my family for their love, support, and patience for these past 5 years, especially for their patience
It has not been easy, so thank you all so much for understanding. Boy, what a journey this has been. Oscar, my love, my rock, I could not have done this without you. You are a true blessing from God. Now's our time, boo. No more late nights, no more homework. Now it's our turn to live, baby. Let's do it. Love you.
Good evening. My name is Jessica Marie Bernardo. I'm graduating from the College of Chess with a bachelor's in communications. I want to thank my mom, dad, my siblings, and my boyfriend. And I couldn't have done it without you guys, without your guidance and support over these years. Thank you, and I love you very much.
Good morning. My name is Shalonda Robinson. I am graduating from the College of Business with a bachelor's degree in human resources. I would like to thank my wonderful family, Florence and James Robinson Jr., and friends for their constant support and belief in me and my dreams. Thank you to everyone who made this past 4 years such an incredible journey. Thank you, Paladin. Thank you, family. Thank you all. And to the class of 2019, congratulations, we did it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brianna Hall, and I just want to give a huge shout out to my family, Team Hall. Thank you so much for your support and for your prayers. Honestly, I could not have made it this far without you guys. You guys know how long I've been waiting to get my degree, and you guys know everything that it took for me to get here, and I just want to say thank you for never giving up on me. And this degree is not for me, but it's for you guys. I love you guys. Bye.
Good afternoon. My name is Prashant Ella. I would like to thank my parents and friends for being such a huge support through my experiences in college. You have been my inspiration each and every day. I couldn't have made it without you.
Hello everyone, my name is Julie Lara, and I would like to thank my dad, Joseph Lara, mom, Maritza, and my siblings, Joe, Nate, and Lily, and my boyfriend, Ryan, for supporting me in getting my bachelor's in nursing. I'm a first-generation college student and proud to be a part of this group to be graduating this year.
Hello, my name is Shannon Maldonado Allen, and I am graduating with my Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I'd like to take this moment to thank my husband, Scott, and my 2 little girls, Sydney and Charlie, for all your encouragement and support. Thank you. I love you. We did it.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Jo Cannon. I'd like to thank my family, specifically mom and dad. I could not have done this without your support. It's been a very long trip. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. I love you.
This is Raquel Wilson, graduate of 2019 in the spring. I would just like to thank my family. I know we're going through a tough time right now, but I just like to thank you all because you have been pushing me to do my very best in tough times. And I thank you all for being there for me. Mom, John, my brothers, my grandpa, my grandmother who is now in heaven. I love you all. My aunts, everybody. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. I love you all, and I am going to continue to keep pushing.
Hello everyone, my name is Tajay Tooks. I am a graduating student of the illustrious Purdue University Northwest Nursing Program. I would just like to take a moment to thank my lovely mother, my awesome father, my very supportive grandmother and grandfather, and all of my friends that have supported me throughout this journey. I am so proud to be a part of this with all of you, and I wish all of you the best of luck in your continued endeavors. Go Purdue!
My name is Lucy Ashmore. I'm graduating with a bachelor's degree in communication. I would like to thank my wonderful family and friends for their constant support and belief in me and my dreams. Thank you to everyone who made these past 4 years such an incredible journey.
My name is Naslin Femenia. I am graduating with a bachelor's degree in psychology. I would like to thank my mom, my sister, my boyfriend, my professors, and my classmates for their love and support while I pursued my goal of becoming a graduate of Purdue University Northwest. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Thank you.
Hi there.
My name is Mackenzie Sally. I am graduating from the College of Education with a bachelor's degree in elementary and special education. I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my grandma, my sisters, and my friends for always pushing me to do my best. I couldn't have done it without your support. I love you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Purdue University Northwest. Will those who are able please stand for the singing of our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Vice Chancellor Turner, the convocation of Purdue University's 6th commencement is assembled. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I am honored to fill in for Chancellor Keon, who regretfully cannot join us today because he's under the weather. He does, however, extend his heartfelt congratulations to all. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement exercise, the culmination of Purdue Northwest student success, and indeed one of the proudest days in the lives of graduates and their families. For today's commencement, some of you have traveled from across town, others from across the world, as well as locations in between. Today is a day of celebration and recognition, a day of applauding achievement, a day of proud reflection, and perhaps even shedding a tear or two of joy. And of course, this is the day that you'll receive your cherished diploma. Candidates, I applaud you for your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Parents, grandparents, other family members, and friends, I also applaud you for your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Graduation is not a celebration exclusive to those receiving a diploma. Before we continue this celebration, I invite our graduation candidates to offer their heartfelt, thankful applause for the support that they have received from their own parents, their family, friends, and others who in various ways have helped make today possible. So candidates, please find your family members and applaud them as well. Thank you. Purdue Northwest is honored to have some special guests with us today to help celebrate with our graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome our Purdue Northwest Legacy families. Each PNW Legacy family has a second, and in some cases third, generation candidate participating in the ceremony today. They are your sons, your daughters, siblings, and even grandchildren. We are grateful to the tradition that you continue today and share your pride in all of our graduates. Will the legacy families please stand? Thank you. Now you may notice that some of our graduates are wearing a gold stole with the emblems of the 5 armed service branches, signifying that they are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. We would be honored if all of the servicemen and women would stand so we can recognize them and express our sincere gratitude. Thank you. My lone instruction of the day is to ask that all in attendance be respectful as we read the names of each graduate, so that each of you will be able to hear the name of your graduate. Thank you very much. Now, several individuals whose leadership is vital to Purdue Northwest are seated on the platform. Inasmuch as they will not be introduced later, I want to take this opportunity to introduce them now. As I do, I will ask them to stand and remain standing. I will also invite you to recognize them with your applause after all have been introduced. First, Chair of the Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal, Dr. David Detmer. Interim Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Services, Professor Joy Caldwell. Vice Chancellor for Institutional Advancement, Dr. Lisa Goodnight. Vice Chancellor for Information Services, Mr. Tim Winders. Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Mr. Rick Costello. Thank you, Rick. Interim Department Chair of English, Interim Department Chair of English, and Presenter of Candidates, Dr. Paul Hecht. And our diploma marshals today are Ms. Cheryl Arroyo and Ms. Jennifer Williams. Now, please. Thank you. Outstanding, dedicated faculty serve the students of Purdue University Northwest. Through teaching, research, and engagement, our faculty enrich the lives and further student success. For that, I invite members of our hardworking faculty to stand and be recognized with your applause. Thank you. It is my pleasure now to introduce Mara Candelaria Reardon as our guest speaker this afternoon. Mara Candelaria Reardon became the first Latina elected to the Indiana House of Representatives when she was voted into the Indiana General Assembly in 2006. She's an outspoken advocate for women, Hispanics, education, healthcare, and the region. She serves in Indiana House District 12, which encompasses all of Munster, Highland, and parts of Griffith and Hammond. In the current legislature, Mara was elected Indiana House Democratic Caucus Chair. She also now serves as the chair of the Board of Hispanic Caucus Chairs, a national, nonpartisan organization comprised of elected Latino officials serving in various state leadership positions. Mara is the ranking minority member of the Statutory Committee on Interstate and International Cooperation. She is also a member of the Roads and Transportation Committee, as well as the Utilities, Energy, and Telecommunications Committee. Born in East Chicago, Mara comes from a family of community activists and public servants. Her introduction to public service began while working for U.S. Congressman Pete Visclosky as a federal projects coordinator. She also previously served as executive director for the Lake County Drug-Free Alliance. In addition, Mara has served on the Indiana Commission for Women, Market Development Recycling Board, Minority and Women's Business Enterprise Commission, Hispanic Latino Affairs Commission, and the Indiana Commission to Combat Substance Abuse. She serves on the National Association of Elected and Appointed Officials Education Fund Board of Directors and is a member of the National Hispanic Caucus of State Legislators. Mara has been married for 20 years to her husband, Matt, and they reside in Munster with their 2 teenage children. She's a principal at MCR Partners, a consulting firm specializing in development, government affairs, and economic development finance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mara Candelaria Reardon to the podium.
Thank you, distinguished officials at Purdue University Northwest. Guests, faculty, proud parents, and graduates of Purdue University Northwest, it is very nice to be here to celebrate this very special moment with you. To the parents and family members, congratulations. I can only imagine the pride that you feel in your hearts. To the faculty, thank you for your dedication to higher education and for all that you do to help your students both in and outside the classroom. And to the graduates, I'm sure you're thrilled to be done. After spending a little bit of time in Indianapolis, away from my family during the legislative session, I too can certainly relate to wanting to be done. In all seriousness, know that you have done something incredible for yourself that will open doors and present new and exciting challenges and push you to grow and learn and to achieve anything you set your mind to. When I think about the importance of a college degree and the opportunities it has afforded me, I think back to the people in my life who instilled in me a love for education and the confidence to step out of my comfort zone and challenge myself. Someone may immediately come to mind for each one of you. Perhaps it's your mom who worked overtime to help you pay for your tuition. Maybe it's your grandfather who sat you on his lap when you were little and told you you could be anything you want to be if you work hard at it every day. Maybe it's an older sibling who you saw achieve a college education and start a career and a life that you want for yourself. Or maybe it's one of your professors who challenged your train of thought or worked with you during office hours to help you understand an assignment. For me, it was both my Uncle Andrew Soto and my mother, Victoria Soto Candelaria. Andrew was inspired to follow in the footsteps of his older brother, my Uncle Jesse, a Marine who received a Purple Heart while serving in the Pacific Theater during World War II. Andrew enlisted and went on to serve in the Marines as well. My Uncle Andrew was incredibly bright. He was only one of 3 chosen from his whole platoon for OCS, Officer Candidate School. After OCS, he was sent to serve in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. As the war waned, Andrew was allowed to visit home. While at home, he noticed that his younger sister, my mother, Victoria, was not enrolled in school. When he asked his father, my grandfather, why that was, he responded, "She doesn't need to be in school, she's just gonna get married anyway." After having been in other parts of the world and seeing what happens when people do not have access to a quality education, my uncle made sure that my mother was immediately enrolled in school. And he knew that starting late would be challenging, but he challenged her further and told her that he would give her a nickel a book for every book that she read. And believe me, it went a lot further back then. He didn't know it at the time, but by igniting my mother's lifelong quest for knowledge, reading, and education, he changed the trajectory of my life. And for that, I will always be grateful. My mother channeled that passion into a career as an educator. She was an educator who touched the lives of countless students. She was a union leader, an activist, and a community advocate. In her 30-plus years of teaching, she shaped not only the lives of her students, but helped shape education policy in this state and in this nation. She was the first Latina woman to serve as president of a statewide teachers federation in the country. She was a member of the Indiana Governor's Roundtable on Education and a trustee of Ivy Tech College. My mother, Victoria Soto Candelaria, the daughter of immigrants who started school late, went on to be a 3-time National Education Policy Advisor to President Clinton. My Uncle Andrew set her on that path. Your pursuit of a degree here today has already changed your life, but it will also change the lives of those around you because education changes lives. My mother, through her example, instilled in me 3 principles: a love for learning, service to community, and living a life filled with passion. After graduating from high school, I found myself at Purdue Northwest, taking classes and starting my college career. I'm proud of that. I'm homegrown, just like many of you here graduating today. It was then that I was tested for the first time for a learning disability. I had always struggled academically. Teacher reports would always come back with the caveat, Mara is very bright. She just needs to try harder. I was trying harder. So imagine my relief when I was told there was something other than my effort that was hampering my success. I was diagnosed with dyslexia. It was then that I left P&W and went on to Barra College, a small private liberal arts college that had a program designed for college students with learning disabilities. There I learned how my brain works and the best method for me to absorb and retain knowledge. For the first time, I felt good about myself and my abilities. Here I stand, Grandpa, the first Latina elected to serve in leadership as the Democratic Caucus Chair of a historic caucus that is for the first time in the history of the Indiana General Assembly, a majority female caucus. And I am also someone who has been able to channel that passion for helping people into a career that I'm proud of. If my grandfather could see me now, would he even be able to believe that his granddaughter, a woman, is a college graduate, a state representative, a businesswoman, and a wife and mother to 2 awesome kids? He might not, but that's what my mother and my Uncle Andrew gave to me. The chance to dream bigger and do more. That's what your family has done for all of you graduates. They've given you a chance to do a little better and dream a little bigger. And you too will have a chance to do the same for the next generation. I'm proud to be from Northwest Indiana because of people like you. People who come from families like the ones looking on here with pride today, and the families that sacrificed for you to get to this point in your college career. We're tough, we're hardworking, and we're resourceful. So why am I telling you this, and why does it matter? It matters because I often think about how different my life would be if my Uncle Andrew had not insisted that my mother get an education. Would I be here delivering the commencement address? I'm telling you this because what you have done here today will touch not only your life, but the lives of those around you in profound ways which you may never even know about. Each one of you in a cap and gown here today is a role model and a leader. Yes, you. Let that empower you to help others aspire to learn and do more. Let that empower you to push your own boundaries and step outside of your comfort zone and continue to achieve. Now you must channel that work ethic into whatever you choose to do next. Don't let it fade. A strong work ethic will help you accomplish anything you set your mind to. A good education, like the one you just received at P&W, will open up new doors for opportunity and success. But what you're looking for is already inside of you. What you can conceive in your mind and believe in your heart, you can achieve with hard work and a passion for what you're doing. Now you have all the tools you need to achieve. This graduation is not the end. It is your beginning. Never stop learning. Give back to your community and reach out and help the next one in line. Live your life filled with passion. I will leave you with a quote from Jonas Salk. The reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more. Go and do more. Congratulations to the 2019 P&W graduates.
Thank you, Mara, for the thoughtful, inspiring comments. Would you please join me again in thanking Mara Candelaria-Reardon for being here today. For the introduction of academic degrees, I now invite Professor Anthony Elmendorf, representing the Purdue Northwest faculty, to the podium.
Thank you, Steve. The conferral of academic degrees is a critical responsibility, the accomplishment of which signifies the degree recipients have successfully completed a sufficiently rigorous and enlightening curriculum of courses to provide appropriate preparation to assume roles of contribution, responsibility, and leadership that advance our society. The faculty of Purdue University Northwest has evaluated the academic accomplishments of the candidates presented here today and concluded that, pending the completion of any final outstanding requirements, each of these candidates meets the criteria for receiving a Purdue Northwest degree. Based on that conclusion, the faculty recommends to the trustees of Purdue University that appropriate degrees be conferred. We have assembled here to celebrate that conferral.
Dr. Rebecca Stankowski, Associate Vice Chancellor for Institutional Effectiveness and Interim Director of Graduate Studies, will present the candidates for the master's degree.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? These students have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree. Each wears a hood, recognizing her academic discipline and symbolizing the completion of that advanced degree. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to receive their degrees.
We are honored that Trustee Malcolm DeKruiger, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, is here today for the conferral of degrees. Trustee DeKruiger, please join me at the podium.
Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements of the master's degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of the master's degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligations of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Will candidate Marshal Mr. Roy Hamilton please escort the candidates for graduate degrees forward to receive their diplomas? Danielle Simkowski. Anna Zippe.
Congratulations, master's degree graduates.
Dr. Ralph Mueller, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost, will now recognize distinguished undergraduate students.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my joy and privilege to provide special recognition to those individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. The commencement booklet contains a statement on the basis upon which the status of distinction and highest distinction is determined. Candidates wearing black and gold cords symbolize this achievement. I invite the degree candidates who are graduating with highest distinction to please stand and remain standing. I also invite the degree candidates who are graduating with distinction to please stand and remain standing. On behalf of the Purdue trustees and the faculty of Purdue University Northwest, I congratulate you on your outstanding academic record. May you continue to be motivated by excellence and high standards in your quest to make positive contributions throughout your life. I invite you to be seated. I now introduce the Interim Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Karen Bishop Morris, who will recognize candidates of the Honors College.
Provost Mueller, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to recognize the candidates from the Honors College. I invite the Honors College candidates to please stand and remain standing. These students have fulfilled the graduation requirements of the Honors College, including completion of the academic curriculum and related coursework, substantive research in their areas of discipline, service engagement with the local community, and leadership experience across a range of diverse areas. These students have received and are wearing the Honors College medallions on gold and black ribbons. Congratulations to the 2019 Purdue University Northwest Honors College graduates. I invite the Honors College candidates to please be seated.
At this time, I'm pleased to facilitate recognition of those individuals who have qualified to receive the Purdue University Northwest Chancellor's Medallion. The Chancellor's Medallion is presented to the graduating students who have achieved the highest grade point average within each of the academic colleges of Purdue University Northwest. We would like to present each of those graduates to you at this time. I invite Lindsay Hager of the College of Nursing to please come to the stage, and I also invite Lindsay's family members to stand and share in this recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Jane Mutchler, who will present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business.
I am pleased and proud to present the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Business, and I invite the candidates to stand, and please remain standing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Chris Holford to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Engineering and Sciences.
Provost Mueller, I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Engineering and Sciences. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Elaine Carey to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences.
Provost Mueller, I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Lisa Harp to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Nursing.
Provost Mueller, I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Nursing. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Niaz Latif to present the candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Technology.
Provost Mueller, I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Technology. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Before I present you for the formal awarding of degrees, I will charge each of you in my capacity as Purdue University Northwest's Chief Academic Officer. Today is Commencement Day. As the word commence indicates, this is a time of beginnings, not ends. A beginning of a journey to find your individual future. During the past few years, we have grown very fond and very proud of you. So I will convey my charge through 3 distinct observations about you. My first observation, innovation, is about your past, about your eagerness and readiness to innovate. You arrived on campus a few short years ago, the very beginning of what then seemed so far away, today, beginnings day. You came ready to learn about thinking, about listening, about speaking, about doing. But also you were ready to explore others' point of view, others' way of life, and others' explanations of what you had assumed were universal truth. All led to the one goal, the one we're here to mark and celebrate today, to begin your future. Along your path at PNW, you learned to grow, to become an innovator of what will become your own individual future. And this brings me to our second observation about you, impact. And it is about your future. Your maturity as learned citizens to impact others to bring about change. You prepared well for the day when you will leave your mark. All the academic work is no good if ultimately it doesn't touch people. Children who need to be taught, patients who need your care, colleagues who need your advice, or neighbors who need your help. with your dedication, with your drive to make the world a better place, you will make academic knowledge have an impact on our communities. One child, one patient, one colleague, one neighbor at a time. So where then does your past, your eagerness to innovate, meet your future, your commitment to impact others? Well, they meet right here in the present, at this very moment. And this then is our third and final observation about you. You continue to improve. While you were students at Purdue University Northwest, I hope we opened some doors for you. Doors into your future, for you to walk through and innovate and impact and improve. So here then is my simple charge to you. When you see those open doors, explore what lies beyond. Right now in the present, be innovative in choosing your own future. Have the courage to walk through one of those doors. Walk through and find yourself. And it is okay too to turn around and walk back out and check out another door, another future. But ultimately, do walk through one of the open doors. And as you do, if you see someone else behind you who needs a little extra encouragement, a little extra help to walk through that door, make an impact by engaging them to join you. Guide them through that door towards your connected journeys to improve yourselves and the world around you. Innovate, impact, improve. 3 words that guide your future. They define this beginnings day, and they are my charge to you. Please know that we are proud of you. Please know that we are proud of those who made all of this happen for you. But also know that we know that you should be very proud of yourselves. You did it. I wish you well, I congratulate you, and I salute you. Vice Chancellor Turner and Trustee DeKruiger, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements for undergraduate curricula in their respective colleges. Having gained approval for graduation by each of the college faculties, I now present them to you to award their degrees.
Once again, it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Trustee DeKruiger for the conferral of degrees.
Candidates, there are many jobs that a trustee has to do, but this is one of the greatest honors that I have to do. So, observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the state of Indiana, and acting on behalf of the faculty of this institution, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements the appropriate associate and baccalaureate degrees with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of these degrees. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and the obligation of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Will each college marshal now escort the associate and baccalaureate degree graduates forward to receive their diplomas? Graduates, please be seated until your roll is called.
The graduates of the College of Business, escorted by Candidate Marshal Ms. Amy Lebauskas. Jacob Moore. Brennan Scarborough. Colby Garris. Bryce Hanaway. Glenn A. Wells. Tatiana Flores. Tara Schnadenberg. Cade Weiler. Ariana Thompson. Alexandria Thompson. Amanda Mirabella. Kayla Miller. Taylor Beck. Nicholas Claxton. Hannah Weiler. Erica Zolvinsky. Emily Ray. Rebecca Dabkowski. Christy Merritt. Aurora Rankin. Kelly Jones. Penelope Turner. L'Oreal Eckwood. Ariel Casper. Sydney Weiss. Landon Burchert. Jessica Klopfer. Noelle Hinkle. Dylan Janasuski. John Matta. Mary Gregory. Marissa Rodriguez. Morgan Goldman. Abby Chapla Zurich. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Business. The graduates of the College of Engineering and Sciences, escorted by Candidate Marshal Mr. J.C. White. Samuel Beck. Ivan Singleton. Alexander Ray. Lucas Newhold. Todd Coffin Jr. Dylan Quack. Charles Pratt III. Jacob Reed. Mike Miklich. Christopher Stahlbaum. Cody Olson. Mike Wilson. Candice Heinrich. Sarah Craigbaum. Brianna Anderson. Rachel Morgan. Jacob Alva. Evan Short. Troy Harnish. Ryan Ellis. Robert Rosenau. David Tinkow. Bradley Coulter. Santos Garay. Matthew Paulique. John Mergenthaler. Michael Ivanyo. Dylan Woodrick. Andrew Wintek. Angela Cochin. Shantae Salas. Brittany Smith. Kayla Jansky. Alexandra Russin. Emily Sandlin. Holly Keller. Maria Isabel Gomez. Amanda Zahner. Melissa Newberg. Kaylin Bellar. Leah Skaffgard. Abigail Alexander. Samuel Kinsel. Max Benoit. Mitchell Howell. Nicole Switzer. Emily Vahari. Martina Lopez. Alice Wasik. Samantha Janowitz. Christina Nelson. Abigail Balatovich. Tiffany Taylor Payton. Youssef Zakari. Jordan Smoot. Kendall Cortis. Allison Ormsby. Timothy Evans. Nathaniel Toby. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Engineering and Sciences. The graduates of the College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences, escorted by Candidate Marshal Ms. Amanda John. Cynthia Valdez. Jennifer Traflett. Laura Mazer. Tanya Saklasinski. Brooke Anna Regier. Molly Cannon. Jessica Wallen. Mackinder Bowers. Christian Porter. Aaron McWaters. Catherine Bilgree. Kayla Glassman. Alyssa Orjeski. Haley Hardesty. Kaylee Ross. Paige Smith. Callie Frankus. Angela Barreto. Ashley Whitmer. Jessica Homan. Dylan Short. Gabriella McCullum. Courtney Hickman. Rolene Eddy. Amanda Brinkman. Rachel Stevens. Nicole Simkowski. Kimberly Childress. Jessica Barajas. Shahara Winters. Ellen Falk. Megan Froman. Madeline Voyashinsky. Jacob Wasilewski. Esmeralda Vargas. Kristen Petrowski. Stephanie Sissom. Amanda Thorne. Jennifer Isbister. Danielle Case. Amber Walker. Michelle Prevoznik. Mindy Hall. Megan Bauman. Molly Cooper. Robert Tabor. Madison Jackson. Morgan Alrand. Kara Trent. Caitlin Dvorak. Elizabeth Spade. Alexandra Petrovich. Mariola Lane. Madeline Dow. Lauren Miles. Nicole Schwark. Kenneth Nolan Jr. Nathan Werner. Leanne Curley. Priscilla Manriquez. Robert Bastian. Heather McCoy. Melanie Forbes. Audrey Goris. Dawn Schelling. Caitlin Dove. Nicole Barish. Jonathan Rowe. Adrian Fuller. Aaron Snyder. Micah Hatley. Miranda Brown. Hannah Sheffer. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Humanities Education and Social Sciences. The graduates of the College of Nursing, escorted by candidate Marshal Ms. Amy Grossman. Lindsay Haga. Jessica Avroni. Emily Baker. Amaris Matheny. Lindsay Janiga. Emily Deal. Tanya Smith. Colleen Bennett. Melissa Uribe. Riker Stahlbaum. Cameron English. Robert Rodriguez. Tyler Gennagel. Sarah Payne. Kylie Carden. Bailey Regier. Catherine Berkey. Kylie Werner. Jennifer Williams. Brittany Brooks. Rachel Gilliam. Robert Johnson. Nicole Blasky. Amanda Washoe. Kelsey Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Nursing. And the graduates of the College of Technology, escorted by candidate Marshal Ms. Amy Bishop. Megan Carden. Carissa Childers. Cody Miranda. Victor Mendoza. Jacob Roberts. Kenneth Buddha. Ashlyn Dagey. Andrew O. Kieran Griffith. Craig Pickett. Ryan Sapsinski. Christopher Patillo. Benjamin Rosiar. Jared Wilkening. Charles Shields. Jason Wyatt. Tyler Feast. Brian Saavedra. Dylan Mumaw. Kyle Lumberkowski. Timothy Clapp. Brian Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Technology.
To signify completion of your degree requirements and receipt of your diploma, I now invite all graduates to move the tassels on their mortarboards to the left side. Congratulations, you are all now Purdue Northwest graduates. To officially welcome you to a Purdue Northwest alumni contingent comprised of thousands, I invite Ms. Ashley Gerardimas, Executive Director of Purdue Northwest Alumni Community, to the podium. Ashley?
Congratulations to the newest Purdue University Northwest alumni. You can clap. I am honored to be the first to welcome you into the PNW alumni community. As graduates, you join a community of over 61,000 strong, made up of CEOs and entrepreneurs, of lawyers and advocates, of leading scholars and researchers, Emmy Award winners, mayors, state representatives, journalists, nurses, engineers, vice chancellors, and so much more. Each a story that has added to our rich history and paved the way for future Purdue Northwest students. It doesn't seem like very long ago that I was sitting where you are today. I am a very proud 2008 Purdue Northwest graduate of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. I reflect fondly on my time as undergrad It wasn't always easy, but this is a place where I met some of my closest friends, made lifelong connections, and the place where I met my husband. When I entered the workforce, it became evident to me and my supervisors that the education I received at Purdue Northwest prepared me to succeed in my field of study and beyond. Outside of my own family, the biggest supporters I have had throughout my career have been my professors and other PNW community members. Before I returned to serve PNW, it was deeply important to me to stay connected. These people continued to be my mentors and advocates, creating new connections for me. Purdue Northwest is more than books, bricks, and mortar. Its real value is in its community of people. So my advice for you is to stay connected. Shoot a quick email to your professor, your favorite professor, to check in or let them know of a new project you are working on. Encourage your company to recruit from PNW. Find me on LinkedIn. Keep up with what is happening here on campus and within our alumni community. Your network is strong. Stay engaged in it. You each have your own stories and connections that you have created in your time here. Now, class of 2019, go out there and continue writing your story and paving the way for future Purdue Northwest students. I am so proud to call you fellow alumni. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to introduce James Schooley, Student Government President, who will now respond to the graduates on behalf of all Purdue Northwest students.
Good afternoon to all friends, family, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and graduates of Purdue University Northwest. My name is James Schooley, and I've held the honor of serving as your interim and recently elected student president this past semester. I wanted to leave you today with two quotes, the first of which comes from Thomas Jefferson, Humanities for Life, who said, "If you want something that you've never had, you must be willing to do something that you have never done." To those of you graduating today, I say that this something you have never done is earning your degree. You have all studied, struggled, and most importantly, sacrificed. And all that hard work and commitment is honored here today. That brings me to my second quote from William Shakespeare. "We know what we are, but we know not what we may be." When you leave here today, go discover what you yet may be, even if you are not met with success the first time that you try. Those of us who will be in your place soon at our own graduations look forward to celebrating our own possibilities and carrying on the legacies you all have established here at Purdue University Northwest. Congratulations to all Purdue University Northwest graduates.
Thank you, James. Congratulations once again to all the graduates of Purdue University Northwest's spring class of 2019, as well as their families. Now, there will be an informal reception for graduates and guests immediately following this ceremony in the Great Hall, which is located within this facility. I hope that you will be able to attend. I do ask that you remain seated for the recessional of the platform party and for recessional of faculty members. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th commencement exercises of Purdue University Northwest are now concluded. Thank you.